What's up, guys? So it's Sunday, February 2nd. Oh, I have my doggy here. Her name is Sugar. She's a golden doodle. If you have a golden doodle, you know they are very, very, very needy, as you can see by example here. She can be cuddled for the length of this video. I actually got her, I would say about a year and a half or a little bit over that. She turns 2 in March, and so her and I have birthdays in March, which is great. But yeah, I just wanted to take some time to record this video here. I didn't upload yesterday. I was actually, or the end of the day before that. It's been very hectic for me with work, family stuff, and also with my 20-day fitness challenge of just going to get a workout or exercising for 26 days straight. And I developed the 26 days from how many days I have until I actually leave to Vietnam. And currently right now, where I'm at, you guys can't tell it ultimately, just if you're new to watching these videos or now just watching me. If you're seeing me flick stuff, I have my coffee here, and I was just flicking some of Sugar's hair here out of it so it doesn't get into it. So the 26-day challenge I developed because I had 26 days from the day that I developed it until I actually fly to Vietnam for a vacation with my family, my fiance, my daughter, my friends. And so I was like, you know what? I'm not where I want to be fitness-wise, not disciplined in that area of my life at the moment. And, you know, throughout my whole life, I was always in shape, played basketball in high school. I worked out, you know, outside of that, and, you know, the best shape of my life at one point where, you know, I felt really good and I was, you know, very active. And if you guys have ever gotten into a relationship or have a kid, and I'm just not using this as an excuse, but more of a relatability or a relatable scenario, but because by all means, I do not advocate towards using that you got in a relationship or you have a kid as an excuse to gain weight or be undisciplined in something that I truly have now found within the last 10 days. They've been March 11th, and I'm gonna head to the gym here a little bit later today. It's a massive impact in my life. Even working out for an hour, you know, a day, 30 minutes a day, getting some type of exercise, it allows me to have clarity to make decisions and do other things in other areas of my life. You know, I created this YouTube channel and I wanted to make these videos, and I just want to share with you guys my life, who I am, what I like to do, and just create it for folks like myself, 24-year-old, years old, and trying to, you know, continue to progress my life in every single aspect possible, financially, my health, my family, spiritually, mentally. And so I wanted to document this whole journey for folks to just relate to, men or women, right? And so I don't really have a major purpose behind editing or, you know, creating fancy videos, because I've tried, you know, content creation before, and, you know, I've done it for a previous business that I built. I'm doing it currently right now for, you know, the job that I currently work out of just building my own personal brand. But I was never really a massively creative editing type of person where I can edit some super cool video and post it, and, you know, it wasn't who I really am. And, you know, it's just a skill that I never really found priority to want to develop, and I just wanted to find an avenue where I can share, can speak, can communicate with people without having to worry about all of that, at least like right now. So that's why this YouTube idea of just creating long form content, 15 to 20 minutes, posting on YouTube, no editing, no nothing. That's why you see me stutter, you see me, you know, say certain things that, you know, don't make really much sense, and I correct myself, and it's because it's very unedited. And it's just who I am as a person. And, you know, I'm not the best with words. I'm not the best with, you know, a lot of different things. And, you know, I grew up like that, where when I was in middle school and high school, not too much in high school, but more in middle school and elementary school, I had to go into a class called ELL or something like that, where it helps you with English, where if English wasn't your first language, because I came to America from Vietnam when I was 3, And so English was definitely not my first language. And to be completely honest with you guys, I didn't really have the best grammar. I didn't really know how to spell, and none of this stuff has massively improved, which, well, it has massively improved, but hasn't really, I'm not perfect at it, I would work towards, each and every single day to do so. But because I've built my own business, and now I'm doing what I'm doing right now, where I communicate with people, write emails and everything, and I guess I have massively improved with grammar. And it's so crazy where I never got it in school. Like, nothing in school stuck with me. They would teach me how to say certain things and the proper pronouns and just certain ways to say certain things in the correct order for it to make the most sense when it comes to proper grammar. Look, I might not even make sense with what I'm saying right now, but I didn't learn much in school. So if you can relate to that, you know what I mean? Where nothing in school stuck with me. But when I got out of school, when I came to making money, building businesses, learning about different cool things to generate money and live my life and, fitness, everything stuck to me. Things I'm actually interested in, just who I am. And so I don't know if you guys are the same, but I know for me, a lot of things that I do and a lot of things that, I work on, I do so because I'm really passionate about it, like what I do for work, communicating and sales, and just something that I can stick to and that I can, really see myself improving, and something I've sold myself to being really good at to make as much money as I would like to in this career path. And so that's what I do for a living. For the last 5 years, 6 years, I've done things to make an income using my communication skills, my ability to talk, connect, and help other people. But yeah, I know I'm rambling about a bunch of different things. It's just me kind of giving you guys a rundown of, what's going on in my life. I also, another cool thing as well, and this is just as you guys get to know me, I also like to invest and trade a little bit into cryptocurrency. And when I say invest, I mean like just buying spot cryptocurrencies I believe in. I know when you guys hear crypto, you hear like Bitcoin, Ethereum, stuff like that. I do find altcoins that I believe in and I invest into. It's a very tough time right now in that market, and I mentioned I trade a little bit because I do have some low leverage positions, and leverage trading is definitely very high risk and very volatile if you do trade high leverage. But I trade low leverage, a few multiples, 3x, 4x, 5x max. And recently I had to add a lot of money to my positions, and what that really means. And if you're a trader, or if you don't know what I'm talking about, I totally understand. But if you're a trader and you trade leverage, adding to margin to lower your liquidation price, with the way crypto's going right now, I mean, it's really testing my anxiety. I invest primarily to not only just to make money, but invest to really propel my life, my family's financial situation forward. Sorry, sugar is literally trying to play right now. And I felt like crypto and cryptocurrency and that market, and I still believe it 100%, out of all the markets out there, cryptocurrency, I believe, can and will generate generational wealth based off of very small investment. And so I still believe in it heavily. I think we're still in a bull run, but what's happened right now really taps into your convictions, your thesis based off of your investments. Like, hey, what is your thesis on this project? What is your conviction level on this project, right? Because right now I'm really being tested that, that makes no sense. Right now I'm really being tested on that. And I feel like it's tough seeing things grow and not selling ultimately because you have a thesis that it was going to go higher and that the market was going to present itself to continue to go higher. And, that's the reason why I didn't sell. And, I don't honestly regret it. I feel like it's one of those things where me believing in the market continuing to go up, I know it's going to, and it's going to go way past wherever it is I told myself, where I looked back and I said I should have sold. All the investment I bought into, I didn't really have the levels that it hit recently to sell. And so I didn't sell. And so now it's retraced pretty much very close back to the levels I initially invested into. And, that feeling sucks. That feeling just doesn't feel good, especially if you guys invest in a cryptocurrency. waking up each and every single day. The past 7 to 8 weekends have just been absolutely hell when it came to, my positions. Just continuing to see minus 10%, 8%, especially in altcoins. If you guys invest into altcoins, which are lower market cap, which they fluctuate very, very, very much towards downside. Like for example, if Bitcoin goes down 3%, altcoins can go down 10%. That's kind of what's happening right now. Even though Bitcoin has just been tearing it up, passing all-time high after all-time high. There's many things I can go on about that, but I'm not going to rally. I'm not going to talk about that anymore. But if you can relate to invest into cryptocurrency, there's a level of anxiety that it brings where, to be completely honest with you guys, I still believe that the return is worth the anxiety. And I know attaching returns to money and my health, like cryptocurrency by all means is not causing me cancer. It's not, knock on wood, not causing me, health issues. It's just causing me to really think and strategize, and that's where anxiety comes from, which is based off of my thinking, my analysis, my thesis. With so much money in the market, money that ultimately, for me, there's one saying, which is you don't want to invest more than you're willing to lose. And part of me understand that, and part of me already came to conclusion that if I were to lose everything, that's what I'm risking this for. It's because I'm risking a smaller amount to make a massive amount. And anything like that, guys, if it goes to zero, you just got to take it on the chin and move on. And I've taken some time recently to really think about, okay, great, what if everything goes down to zero? Like, what if I lose all of my position because I'm not freaking a future a time traveler, where I understand that the market's going to go up, and I have friends, I have people that rely on me in regards to information and just market stuff. And I'm not a fortune teller. I can't tell you where the market's going to go besides my own research and what the market trends are and stuff like that. And so seeing the market go down, having a significant amount of my income and my net worth in it, it definitely brings a massive level of anxiety. And so I don't know where I'll be in the next 6 months when it comes to the market. I know, and I want the market to go up, and it's just whatever the market wants to do, it does. And you just really need to understand that you invest in a time frame into specific coins with the goal of being able to make money. And depending on where you buy, you can make significant money in cryptocurrency. So in the back of my mind, and I'm a very, very spiritual person, so how I feel on certain things and my thoughts in regards to things, it really speaks to me, and it really comes to fruition. And every single time I look at the market, it brings me anxiety, but there's something in the back of my mind that is just telling me, like, men, this feeling of yours is a feeling that it's going to happen when you invest an uncomfortable amount of your net worth into something. And when you invest an uncomfortable amount of things into something, your net worth into something, you will have anxiety. You will have the fear of, what if I lose it all, and what happens to life afterwards if I lose it all? And it really tests me. But then I go back and I have that, it's a really distinct feeling of, I invested into this for a specific reason. If I were to lose it, I am okay with it, because I will make it back. I will pay back what I need to pay back. And I will, get out of whatever deficit that I'm in if the market were to go south. But what if the market actually plays out the way that I predicted to play out, where the tens of thousands of dollars that I've invested in to the market has now generated me hundreds of thousands of dollars? That's life-changing. If you lost 10, 20, 30, 40, 50,000, yes, that's a lot of money. But to what I feel like, and again, everyone has their own risk analysis and what they think is a lot of money. But I asked myself, am I willing to trade $50,000 now to make $500,000, because that's what cryptocurrency can produce for you, right? And when I say that, I always tell folks who don't invest in cryptocurrency, it's a very, 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 very high return market that can bring obviously the downside. But if I can lose, all I lose is that 50,000. But if I can actually, plan accordingly and actually reap the rewards and understand the market, have dedicated so much time, I can make 500,000, even $200,000-$300,000 in this market, and that's a lot of money. That's a down payment on a home. That's years of an emergency fund. And so in life you're gonna have to take a risk. I'm a very big risk taker. If you know anything about me, I gamble, and I'm very transparent about it. And when I say I gamble, I don't gamble like with an issue. I just, I gamble. I don't mind going to the casino and gambling. I don't mind betting on sports. I don't mind playing poker. Like, gambling for me hasn't really ever been like you need to not gamble because you are an addicted gambler. I've lost a lot of money. I've made a lot of money. It's part of just gambling, but I don't really have that fear of losing money when it comes to gambling, or just when it comes to investing, because I understand that with my work ethic, my skills, I can make it back and more. But what I'm going to regret most is not taking action and taking the risk. And I'm not saying you should go to the casino and play blackjack or gamble your money away. I'm not saying that, but certain things like crypto investing, sports betting, those are things that I actually dabble into with the money that I make, because I can see the upside with some of those things. Like sports betting, obviously you're not going to win every game. The best of the best win about like 55-60% of the time. And so me coming into the world of sports betting thinking that I'm going to be a millionaire or making money, it's just not the case. I only actually sports bet to primarily, number one, take the bankroll that I have, continue to build it on up, and continue to increase my unit size. And so when I have a winning month and I win 5-10 units, ultimately it would be great if those one unit's $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. These are like really, really big amounts of money. And for me right now with my unit size, it's enough to make an impact within my life, where if I have a winning month, it's a great month. I can really use that towards paying off debt, just putting it to savings, investing in crypto, which I did for a period of time as well, like with my winnings. If I have a losing month, my ultimate goal is to mitigate how much I lose. And that's a separation between who I used to be when it came to sports betting and who I am today. And there's just so much more I have to prove to myself to really have a massive separation between who I was and who I am today, which was, when I win a lot. When I lost more. And that's just not the case anymore. I follow a lot of very, very well off handicappers or sports bettors, and what I realize is like, man, when they win big. When they lose a very small amount, and it's because of their unit size. It's because of their conviction on each play, and then dedicating a certain amount of units per play. And if you don't know anything about sports betting, instead of talking in dollars, folks talk in units. Units, one unit being $100, $10, $1,000, whatever your one unit is. The more confident you are about the game, the more units you'll put on it. But yeah, it's a sports betting and then investing in crypto. Those are two big things I've really dedicated time, energy into using as a way to make more money outside of what I do for work. They don't really take much time. I think that's a really big thing of what I like about sports betting and investing in crypto is it doesn't really take much of my time. I spend 8 to 10 hours working at my full-time career, with my full-time position in finance and talk to people and help people, and so I don't really get into sports betting and cryptocurrency so it can take up my time, but so it can give me a return on my investment without me putting a lot of time into it. And that's with stuff that you invest into, you're going to have periods of time where things are not going to go well. You're going to have a downswing in sports betting. You're going to have a retracement within your portfolio. And I really, really hope everyone watching this video can get through times where they feel like there's no light at the end of the tunnel. Being 24 years old, investing into a lot of things I have, to have the ability to invest tens of thousands of dollars, make a lot of money as well within my life, get to risk it and live where I'm living, have the family that I have, be able to connect and record a video for you guys, shower in hot water, have water to drink, food on the table, a car to drive, a family that loves me. I mean, that itself is a blessing. You know what I mean? So if you have those things, or a few of those things, and you're just lacking money, or you're just lacking something in life, you just gotta really understand that someone has it worse than you, and somebody wishes to be in your position. So that's pretty much all. See you guys.